2,254 of you answered in my latest poll and decided which star power for every single brawler was better. Let's see the results. Now, both of Shelly's star powers are devious. Shell Shock usually goes hand in hand with clay pigeons and allows Shelly to wreck the enemies from afar, while Band-Aid surprises the enemy with you having a lot more health than they had thought. With 56% of the votes in its favor, Shell Shock wins for Shelly. Nita's is easy. Hyper Bear should probably crush it because Bear With Me is still kind of underrated these days. And it checks out. Hyper Bear almost got 70% of the votes in its favor. Honestly, I think Colts could go both ways, but I'm just gonna guess that the movement one wins. Boy, was I wrong. Slick Boots only got 30% of the votes. Bulls has got to be Tough Guy. There's too much damage in today's meta that kind of makes Berserker hard to use. And with 66% of our votes, Tough Guy is the winner. Brock. Rocket number 4 all the way. It has more of a lasting impact on Brock, and I think I've faced it significantly more often. And to no surprise, 64.7% of all votes favor Rocket number 4. If I were to guess, setting enemies on fire yields a greater vote for strength, right? Not to mention, it just looks much better while flying. And El Fuego absolutely crushes it with almost 70% of all votes in its favor. I feel like this one's gonna be pretty close, since they're both simple and effective. I'm guessing it's gonna be extra noxious. Boy, was I wrong. It got 33%. If it isn't the healing one, I'm gonna be disappointed. Okay. By less than 1%, by 28 votes, Dakebo comes on top. W community. Okay, Rosa's has got to be Plant Life. I understand that Thorny Gloves is good, but Rosa is just the perfect bush dweller. Anyways, Plant Life secured the win with 58% of the votes. Not gonna lie, I love Energize, but I have a feeling that Shocky is gonna sweep here. Never have I been so proud about being wrong. Demolition. It's gotta be. Hyper Demolition supers one-shot like 2/3 of the brawlers. And it checks out. Demolition scored 57% of the votes. Easy. Well-Oiled's gonna win. And easy it was. 77.6%. If Boosted Booster does not win, I'll... try some of Byron's snake oil extract. I don't know. Honestly, that was a little too close. It's Rico meta season right now, and they're all using Super Bouncy, so that's an easy vote for me. And it almost got 80% of the votes. Darryl's Steel Hoops has had its fair share of balance changes, and I remember it being broken back in 2019. So you know where my vote's going. And with slightly over 60% of all votes, Steel Hoops wins for Darryl. Ugh, New Penny. I might get this one wrong, but I mean, I guess I'll go Heavy Coffers? I don't know. And I was wrong. Master Blaster won with 54% of the votes. See, they're both good, but today's Carls care much more about his regular attack, so I'm guessing it's gonna be Power Throw. I am in so much trouble. I'm sorry, everyone. Unless I'm playing Brawl Ball, I always bring Counter Crush. But Jacky has been dominating Brawl Ball these days. But Hardy Hard Hat helps when you have a Bibi who is throwing a tantrum because a noob scored on you in Brawl Ball and you need more health. I'm going with Counter Crush, and wow, it completely sweeped. No one's using Gus's Spirit Animal. You know how I know that? Gus randoms just use their supers on themselves, and 25% damage added to balloons is nothing. If you are a Gus who supers his teammates, please find me. You are the random that I am looking for. Are you kidding me? 70% of you picked Spirit Animal. Honestly and obviously, this is very map dependent. But overall, I think Stunning Minds is a much better trait, so that is where I am casting my vote. And with 83% of all votes, Snare Bear is our winner. Hype is super hype, but I think that Bad Karma is going to win here because it makes the difference in a lot more situations. And 2/3 of you picked Bad Karma. Remember Mutations? I think that would make Gassy Hill win 100-0, but Mutations have been gone for 2 months, so just, I guess, Zero Drag. Zero Drag got 34%. This is a hard guess. I'm gonna say that Snappy Sniping wins 54-46, and if I'm wrong, just know that I never play Piper. That is a huge difference. Snappy Sniping got over 84%. Your Mom's Squeeze star power has this one in the bag. Picking Mama's Hug as a better one would make you a good random, and I think we know by now that good randoms are like a legendary star drop pull. Mama's Hug just barely came in clutch. This was one of the closest ones we've had. It won by 18 votes. Generally, I think Sponge's only real use is in solo showdowns, so I gotta go with Power Grab on this one. Almost 88% in its favor. I can respect that. She's so good when she runs fast. I think Home Run's gotta clutch up here. 77% of you said yes to Home Run. I personally don't need Insta Beload since I don't ever miss attacks. And it got 56.7% of the votes. Okay, she's a menace and knockout mostly because autofocus exists, so I'm gonna expect it gets at least 75%. And I am getting slaughtered out here. I don't know you guys as well as I think I do. Tempered Steel wins with 51.2% of the votes. Edgar's should be Fisticuffs. but the Edgar community is questionable as is, so spare me if I'm wrong. Also, Edgarmans, what's up? How you guys doing? Fisticuffs wins with 60% of all votes. Wasn't there a lot of controversy about one of his star powers or something? I don't know. Business Resilience, please win. Business Resilience did exactly that. Grom's is easy. X Factor. Grom's super is too fun to use and pointless to save in order to run faster. It should at least be like Robo Retreat speed to make it more fun, right? Bonnie. I bet it's gonna be Wisdom Tooth. I'm just kidding, it's easily gonna be Black Powder. And Black Powder got 88.8% of the votes. I think that is the biggest lead we've seen so far today. Gale. They're both great, but I like delivering stuns more than slows, so I'm gonna go with Blustery Blow for Gale. And I was in the minority, only 35% of you picked Blustery Blow. I feel like Mass Tax is used primarily in Heist, but she kinda dominates in Heist right now. This is a tough one. Push it, I'm going push it. It was so much farther than I thought it would be. Push it for the win. Just for the record, I always use Grounded with Belle. But I'm in the minority, and I'm definitely about to get roasted in the comments, but I'm saying positive feedback wins. And it did, with almost 83% of the votes. First Bash is kind of OP. I think it's a better star power, and I may be wrong here, but I'm gonna say that First Bash wins. And First Bash gets a W with 54% of all votes. I don't really see the latter of the two, so let's just say Improvise wins. It did. Sam! Well, this one's easy. Hardy Recovery's winning, and I'm gonna say it gets 90% of the votes. It's so big there's not even a percent in the red area. Mandy. In My Sights has gotta be it. Her attack needs to be faster. And it swept with almost 83% of all votes in its favor. Maisie. I'm saying Tremors. It's too hard to consistently hit Maisie's attacks at max distance, and either way, it's still not rewarding enough. And Tremors almost got a perfect 75% of votes in its favor. Hank. If you guys don't pick It's Gonna Blow, I'm telling spam. Okay, you passed the vibe check. It got 84.1% of all votes. It's gotta be Heat Shield, right? Absolutely it was, with almost 62% of all votes in its favor. Larry and Lori. After all of the nerfs he's got this year, I'm gonna say that Protocol Assist is gonna be the winner. Especially with the right setup, you might be able to spam your Larry attacks. I guess Lori's got to hit his shots first. Protocol Protect got 60% of the votes. Flow is fun, but I think Empower is going to power through and get a solid 65% vote rate. That was a bigger difference than I thought. Empower got 87.7% of the votes. Barry. Anyone playing him knows that he's got like a Mico reload speed, so he just needs Floor is Fine to manage. And almost 90% of you said Floor is Fine is better. Mortis. Creepy Harvest is good until your teammate doesn't get any kills and therefore makes zero use of it. But again, it's Mortis, so I'm just gonna say that Creepy Harvest wins. Oh, we have a 50-50 tie, and let's see. Are you kidding me? You can't make this up. I should have had an odd number of entries. This one has to be close, but I'm gonna say that Healing Shade wins here. And it wasn't that close. Healing Shade got 63% of all votes. Jean. Magic Puffs is an amazing passive ability for amazing teammates. I'm saying that one wins. And it came in pretty close, but Magic Puffs got 52% of the votes. I angered some Max mains last time I said some mean words about her, so I'm not saying any opinions here. I think the Supercharged one's gonna win. I was wrong, it got 37%. Mr. P. Porters can get buffed with both Revolving Door and his gear, so I'm saying Revolving Door. And Revolving Door came out on top with 54.4% of the votes. I have no clue. Photosynthesis. The amount of brawlers whose mains I've angered today is probably in the double digits by now. Byron. All I've got to say is it's gotta be Mally's. Come on guys, don't pick Injection over it. I'm disappointed. Squeak. I use Chain Reaction, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Super Sticky's winning here. That was a lot closer than I thought. It seems like a lot more Squeak mains use Super Sticky. For Lou, I would simply expect Hypothermia to win here. 50% is a huge damage buff, and Hypothermia is just simply better. 76.3% of the votes. Okay, I am a Ruffs mate and Field Promotion needs a buff. Please make it 50. Since it's underrated now, I'm just gonna guess that Air Superiority wins. And it got 69% of the votes. Those of you who picked Field Promotion, you're good randoms. Those of you who picked Air Superiority, you're not bad randoms, you're just very smart with the meta right now. Most of the time, the buzzes I see are using Eyes Sharp. I mean, it only makes the X-Ray Shades gadget so much better. And it got over 3/4 of the votes in its favor. This will probably be a close one. Fang mains, I'm sorry if I get it wrong. Is it Divine Souls? Remember that double digit thing I said a bit ago? It's going up. Eve. Happy Surprise. Eve multiplies like there's no tomorrow, and this star power is gonna win. And Happy Surprise scored 62% of all votes. I heard a lot of people hate Stage View, even though it makes the map look really cool. So either way, I'm just gonna say vocal warm-up. And vocal warm-up it is. It had over 80% of all votes in its favor. Otis, Anchorfields is about to sweep the board here. Are you surprised? 82.4%. Both of Buster's star powers are pretty good, right? I'm just gonna say Blockbuster and pray that I'm right. By just a teeny tiny bit, I was wrong. Kevlar Vest got 56%. New Perspective has quite simply got a win here. Also, I just realized they're called doors. And yeah, with 63% of votes, New Perspectives our winner. RT. He has two really balanced star powers, but I think that recording has just got to win. And it was close, but recording came out on top with 53% of the votes. Willow. I've loved Willow since day one, and I've got to admit, I've used Obsession, but I just have a gut feeling that the other star power is going to win. The fact that this happened twice is just mind-blowing. Doug. Easy win for self-service. The only good thing about the other star power is its logo. And self-service got almost 82%. Chuck. Depends on the map, the fourth post is really useful, so I'm gonna say Pit Stop wins. I'm gonna say that Digestive wins for Charlie. I'm not really sure she's the right brawler for a slow effect. And Digestive wins with almost 86% of all votes. Mico. Okay, I don't think anyone uses Record Smash outside of Heist. Plus, Monkey Business is just better, so that's where I cast my vote. And look at that, it wasn't even close. Melody. I'm going Fast Beats because it seems that Melody players already hit enough attacks to maintain 3 notes. And I mean, it's always fun having a faster brawler. And Fast Beats crushes it as over 81% of you voted it to be better. Lily's has got to be Spiky. She does that thing where she tosses her super and then double taps her screen and makes me disappear. I don't like it. And Spiky got a vast majority of all votes. Clancy is new, so his results may not be understood yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that Pumping Up has probably secured the W. And it has, with 66% of the votes. Spike. Fertilize is better, and I'll argue that any day. I might get shredded by Curveball Spikers, but I'll still defend my claim. Okay, I did not know that there was that many of you. Almost 90% of you said Curveball is better. Crow. I got no clue. I'm gonna say maybe his second star power because who doesn't want to deal more damage? I guess 67% of you because Extra Toxic crushes it with this one. Leon. Strategically, Invisi-Heal is better, but in terms of fun, Smoke Trails is better. But doesn't his Hypercharge make him faster? I don't know. Invisi-Heal, final answer. At least one Brawler's main is proud of me. Right, Leon Mains? Sandy. As I wrote this script, I sat here guessing for a while. Rude Sands, I guess? Well, now I feel a bit better. 72.5% of all voters picked Rude Sands. Amber. Wild Flames is the only answer I'll accept. I'm just kidding. I can't do that to you. And amazingly, almost 71% of you picked Wild Flames to be better. Meg. After her Kazillion reworks and force field nerfs, I think Heavy Metal's gotta get a win here. I mean, what can an assassin do to you when you blow them up just by losing health? Heavy Metal secures the victory with almost 59% of the votes. Want to see me speedrun a million hate comments? I think To The Max is better. Oh no, I was wrong? Okay, I'm just kidding. I know there's a lot of searchmates out there. That's not how I really think. Chester. Okay, let's play a game called How Many People Trolled and Picked Sneak Peek. I'm gonna say 12. I was a little off, but these are still the results we all knew were coming. This one's gonna be close, but for Cordelius, I'm gonna say Combo Shrooms. And I already feel like what I just said is incorrect, but Combo Shrooms, final answer. Combo Shrooms clutched up with 60% of the votes. Kit. I'm gonna avoid saying anything controversial and just say that Power Hungry wins. For all the Kit solo mans out there, it got almost 58% of the votes. And finally, I think Draco's Expose is gonna win here. A temporary bell mark is still a bell mark, and you can do it to multiple people at once. Let's see what you guys think. I got crushed on the last one. Please, let me know what you got. There's no reward for winning, so just submit your honest answer. Here's your channel members.